Did you know that iguanas swim in the ocean? Well, they do, and they are called Galapagos marine iguanas. They can be social with each other, but not with humans. You can find them on rocky shores of islands in large numbers of 500 to 1,000. They like to bask in the sun on rocks because they are cold-blooded and they can't warm themselves up. Watch out! Galapagos marine iguanas are strongly territorial, particularly during the breeding season, from November to December. I think marine iguanas are the true serpent of the sea.
Have you ever wondered what and how beluga whales eat? Beluga whales eat a large amount of many different foods. Beluga whales eat octopus, squid, crabs, shrimp, clams, snails, and sandworms. They are carnivores, which means they only eat meat. Also, a beluga whale's flexible neck allows it to turn fast to catch its prey. Wow, there are a lot of fascinating things in what beluga whales eat.
Plop, plop, that's the sound of a walrus making its way back to the ocean. Walruses eat a lot of food because they need the calories. Adult walruses eat as many as 3,000 to 6,000 clams a day. Wow, that's a lot. They also eat the carcasses of young seals when food is scarce. Gross. Adult walruses eat about 3% to 6% of their total weight per day. It is fascinating how much walruses eat.
Have you ever heard of a tougher and hungrier shark than the great white shark? Well, if you were swimming in the Gulf of Mexico, watch out. You might come face to face with the ferocious bull shark and they might bite you. The bull shark is not a picky eater. They eat mostly fish, birds, and other bull sharks too. Since bull sharks can also live in freshwater, they eat tarpons, fish, crabs, shrimp, sea urchins, and sawfish. Bull sharks hunt all day and night when they can sneak attack their prey. Some people think bull sharks are scary, but I think they're fascinating.
Do you eat like the saltwater axolotl? I hope not. Let me tell you about the very unique ways this ocean animal eats. They use their tongue to suck up their prey. Then their saliva helps to digest their food, like acid in human stomachs. The largest creature they can eat is a rockfish. Saltwater axolotl takes out a rockfish's poison by ripping open its stomach. They mostly eat small shrimp that they kill by punching them to death. Don't distract the saltwater axolotl while it is hunting. It might forget about killing its prey, and it will be hungry. They really have interesting ways they get their food.
You probably sleep with a blanket, right? Well, what if I told you there's another blanket that floats in the deep blue ocean? Meet the blanket octopus. Blanket octopuses have very unique behaviors. Blanket octopuses get their behavior from other animals. For example, they mimic other animals as a survival skill. They are very intelligent and researchers have observed them completing mazes and difficult tasks in order to get food. Blanket octopuses also have an aggressive side. They're known to rip the arms off the poisonous man-o-war jellyfish and use them as defense weapons. After learning these fascinating facts about blanket octopus's behavior, I hope to see one floating by when I go scuba diving.
Crack, that is the sound of a sea star eating its next meal. They eat mollusks, including clams, mussels, and oysters. Sea stars have very strange ways of eating. Sea stars have 2 feet to walk, but they also use them to pry open the shells of their prey. The sea star then sticks its stomach into the shell of their prey. Finally, it eats its prey. Some people think yuck, but I think they are very fascinating. These creatures really have an unusual way of eating.
Pow, pow. That's the sound of a mantis shrimp fighting its prey. Mantis shrimp have very interesting behaviors. They spend most of their time hunting or finding friends to bond with. Also, mantis shrimp dig U-shaped holes to lay their eggs in while they go hunting. Furthermore, mantis shrimps have amazing secret language. They can reflect regular light as polarized light on their shells and limbs. Other mantis shrimp can see the light and signal back. They can use the secret code to communicate with each other. Mantis shrimps have so many cool behaviors.
Have you ever seen a spiny lobster in the ocean? Spiny lobsters have very unique ways of finding and eating their food.
You might think that they use their claws, but they don't. Spiny lobsters use their mouths to eat because they don't have claws. Adult spiny lobsters' favorite things to eat are snails, clams, crabs, and sea urchins. However, young lobsters feed on soft-bodied plankton and tiny floating plants and animals. They generally eat at night because they are more likely to be eaten during the day. Lobsters are opportunistic feeders, meaning they will eat whatever they can find. I told you spiny lobsters have very interesting ways of eating.
Have you ever dreamed of seeing a unicorn? Well, now you can meet the unicorn of the sea, a narwhal. Narwhals eat in fascinating ways. Narwhals are carnivores that eat Arctic cod, shrimp, and squid. They eat kind of like a vacuum, sucking up their food. One adult narwhal can eat up to 66 pounds of food per day. Narwhals hunt in groups when catching their food. Now you know some interesting facts about narwhals.
Swish! Watch the seahorse's fins move quickly as it swims through the ocean looking for some mice and shrimp. Seahorses have a unique way of eating, and they love to eat. Seahorses eat a lot of small crustaceans, such as tiny mysis shrimp, planktons, copepods, and small fish. Seahorses are actually carnivores, or meat eaters, with a voracious appetite. Seahorses eat about 30 to 50 times a day. They don't have a stomach or teeth. Instead, they suck their prey through in a tubular snout with a fused jaw. Seahorses have a fascinating way of eating.
Have you ever seen a tiger in the ocean? You'd be fooled if you think you saw one. It's actually a tiger shark that has stripes. They are aggressive predators that eat some strange and interesting things. Common prey of tiger sharks are crab, shellfish, lobster, squid, bony fish, small sharks, stingray, turtles, seals, and mammals. Tiger sharks are carnivores. They are sometimes called the garbage cans of the ocean because they eat cans, bottles, tires, coal, rags, nails, and even chicken coops have been found in their stomachs. Now you know some fascinating things about the hungry tiger shark.
Splash, splash, splash. Oh, it's a cute little sea otter. Sea otters have many interesting behaviors. For instance, when they catch prey, they store it in skin pockets under their front legs. They also store their favorite rocks they use for cracking open mollusks and clams. In addition, they have fascinating ways of communicating with each other, such as coos, growls, and whistles. Also, males and females live in separate groups. These are just a few facts about sea otters' behaviors. There are many more.
Do you want to know how emperor penguins keep their eggs alive in the harsh freezing weather? Both the male and female emperor penguins help keep their eggs alive and babies alive. When the egg is hatched in May or June, the female passes the egg to the male to incubate it. Then she'll go to the sea to feed on krill, squid, and fish. Emperor penguins must create a safe environment for their eggs using their own bodies. They are careful to keep the eggs sheltered. The male will balance the egg on its feet and cover it with a warm layer of skin called a broad pouch. This is how emperor penguins take care of the little ones.
Splash! There goes the killer whale or orca searching for food in the ocean. Orcas are really good hunters with a big appetite. These fascinating animals usually do not chew their food. They swallow it whole, unless their prey is too big. Then they eat it in chunks. Orcas need to eat a lot of calories because they are large animals, so they are always swimming and hunting. Orcas are carnivores, meaning they are predators that eat meat such as fish, seals, sea lions, dolphins, and porpoises. They might be predators, but they are not prey because of their enormous size and aggressive nature. Also, orcas play with their food before eating it. It is really cool how orcas eat. Orf, that's the sound of a seal saying they like the beach. Different types of seals have interesting behaviors. Adult harbor seals are social with each other. However, they will retreat in the water when humans approach. Although juveniles will often remain on the beach. Elephant seals are known to be fat and lazy. They don't like to move on land because it is difficult. Fur seals migrate or move one place to another. Each year they return to land and to raise one pup or baby seal. There are even more types of seals that have interesting behaviors.
If you're looking for a favorite sea animal, you've come to the right place. Blue marlins are deadly hunters because they are the fastest fish in the world. They feast on squid and open water fish like tuna and flying fish. Blue marlins are carnivores, or meat eaters, like sharks and salmon. Blue marlins hunt in schools of mackerel and tuna. They go full speed, slashing their prey's upper jaw to get their food. These beautiful animals are dangerous predators.